Yo, what's good, people? We back again with another vid, but you're not telling me. I told you I'll be back, and I'm here with the vid for the Man United and Spurs preview. I did a video yesterday about Timo Werner and Jagerson joining, so once you're done here, go back, go watch that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You already know what to do. Not gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right to it. It's a big game for us. We've got a lot of players out. Man United is not really a good team, so this can go either way. It's either gonna be we're gonna lose, or we could win. It could be a draw. Right now, we're away. I would probably say we could get the win, but it depends on how the players play on the day. If they play like they did against Burnley, then it's going to be a draw. If we play like we did against Bournemouth, then I think we can go on and win it. But let me get to the team news first. Team news, we've got no Lo Celso, no Ben Davies. Ben Davies is apparently going to be out for around 5 weeks, and Lo Celso will be assessed. And this is the problem we have. When I done my video yesterday, this is the problem I was having. Our midfield is not good enough and is very injury prone. In terms of the players that can offer something, with Madders, Lo Celso, Bentancur, injury records not great. Højbjerg and Skip don't get injured that much, but they're not great. We got no Sarr, we got no Basuma. They're at the African Cup of Nations, so that midfield. The only good thing is we've got Bentancur, but other than that, that midfield is going to get run through. If they got Casemiro back, I'm not sure, but if they do, we're going to have a problem in that midfield. And Kobe Mino, he's been looking good, and we ain't got any of those type of players in our squad at the moment. Madders is not back till next week, so not even worry about him. We got no Sarr. It's not looking great. Obviously, the reverse fixture we played earlier in the season, at the very start of the season pretty much, and we won that 2-0. It wasn't convincing. We were not great in the first half. Man United should have had a couple of goals with Rashford and Fernandes, but they didn't finish their dinner. And we went on to take the game and take the 3 points. Not in the most convincing way, but I'll take it anyway, you know what I mean? But, we've got our new signings. Who will come in? Oh, and Romero's out as well. That's what I forgot. We've got Romero out as well. He's not going to be in. So this might be a chance for Van der Ven and Jagerson to come in. Because who else is going to go in our back line? I don't want to see Emerson Royal in there. There's no Ben Davies. There's no Eric Dyer. It's not going to be a youth player. So who else is going to go into that back line? It's going to have to be Jagerson. He's going to be available because he's there well before the deadline. We're playing on Sunday. They've already been registered and whatever the case. Obviously, hopefully, depending on the work permit and all that, he should be available for Sunday's game. Obviously, Timo Werner as well. We're going to need that reinforcements up top, because I'm telling you right now, if you've watched Tottenham, you know Johnson is not the answer. Good talent, there's definitely a player in there, but he just needs to work on his finishing. If he works on his finishing, then, there's definitely a decent player in there. But for right now, he's too raw, and we can't afford to have someone like him just in there fucking up all the chances. We need someone to put these chances away, put these men to the sword, put them to the bed, and we need to get it done in it. And with no Son as well, we're gonna need these lot to step up over this next month. So that's Werner, Richarlison, Kulu, Johnson. They're the main players that need to step up. In terms of our wing backs, Pedro and Udogie, I'm happy with those. The midfield is an issue, of course it is. We already know this. There's nothing in the middle. Nothing. If you've seen the Polo, the Sweet, the Little Mint, there's nothing in the middle. A ring donut. That's what we are in the midfield. Ring donut. empty in the middle, no filling, no nothing. Everything was on the outside's cool, but on the inside, no, I'm going for it. So we gonna have a. It's gonna be a challenge. I'm gonna be honest. It's away Sunday. They kept their goalkeeper. The only good thing about it is they've kept their goalkeeper. He decided to stay for this match. Anana. I don't know why, because their game for the Cameroon, I believe, is the next day. So I don't know why he's staying. But for me, it's probably a positive. So if I'm Tottenham, all I'm gonna do all day is whip balls into that box and make him have to come out and commit, because he don't want to commit. He don't want the balls coming in the box where he has to take control. He doesn't want balls on top of him. He doesn't have the control of the box. He doesn't have that in him to come out and stop no motion. You keep hitting those balls on top of him, he's gonna panic, flap at it, and it could fall in our favour, and we can just pull it in the empty net. We're gonna have to play a little smart. Balls are gonna have to be whipped in, whether it's low, high, whatever the case. There's gonna have to be loads of balls. Now's the time to put them in the box, and depending on their back line, we need to try and get Werner in there to run off the last shoulder of the defenders, beat the offside trap, hopefully, and and get it done. Because right now, where we are with it, Arsenal are falling, Man City are getting players back, like the Haalands, the Dokus, the Bruynes. So now's the time, and Newcastle's kind of fallen off a cliff. So now's the time we need to kind of stay there or thereabout around the top four. We can't afford to slip, because Aston Villa's up there, Liverpool's there, City's going to be there. And even though Arsenal are going through a rough patch, they're probably going to be there or thereabout as well. So we can't afford to throw any points away, and we are 1 point behind them. I think they played before us, I'm not sure. But we need to be there or thereabout and keep our heads above water and make sure when we come to May, we are there and there where we need to be. We don't want to be any further down than where we are. We don't want to go through another patch where we go 6 games, 7 games without a win. You don't want to go back there. It's a horrible, dark place. I was there, and when I came into the light, when you're in the light for the first time and you're blind, that's what I was like when we got our first win after such a horrible few weeks that we had. So, it can be done. I have faith in this team. We put the right lineup out, I think we can get the job done. If Dragusin can come in, him and Van de Ven, obviously they've not played together before, I get it, but that's the best centre back part we can go with. Pedro. Let me do my predicted 11. What I would personally go with. I would go with, obviously, the goalkeeper Vicario, no brainer. On the left, Udogie. Centre backs, Van de Ven, Dragusin. Right wing back, we're going with Pedro Porro. In the midfield, there's not really much options, so we're going to have to go with Højbjerg and Bentancur, I guess. Do I throw Werner in at the start, though? That's the thing. Because if I throw Werner at the start, then I'm going to go with Højbjerg, Bentancur. I'm going to go with Kulu as the 10, Johnson on the right. I'm going to probably put Richarlison on the left, and we're going to go with Werner up top. To be honest, you can't put him on the bench, because if you do put him on the bench, you're going to have Højbjerg and Skip. Then you're going to put Bentancur as a 10, and then have Kudu out on the right, Brennan on the left, and Richarlison up top. And for me, don't work. When I've seen Kudu at his best, it's been him in the number 10. So for me, he's got to go back in the number 10. And for me, Werner's going to have to make his debut and he's going to have to start, because who else could be on the bench? You could put Brian Gill on the bench, it's fine. Dane Scarlett's out with a knock. We don't have much players. So really and truly, you really want to kind of bed him in slowly, Werner. You really want to ease him into the team So you bring him on around 60 minutes or give him a little run around. But unfortunately, we ain't got that kind of time. We've got no players. We've got injuries. We've got people out on international duty. He has to come in now. We have to just throw him in the deep end. Unfortunately, you know, when you have a kid and you want to teach them how to swim, you just kind of throw them in and hope that they just get a hold of it and just paddle and come back up. That's kind of where we are. They're kind of forced the hand. We've got no choice. We have to go with Werner in that team. He has to start. If he's definitely available because they've been registered early enough. I don't see a problem with Dragerson getting a work permit, so I expect him to be available. It should be probably done now, if not now, tomorrow. So he should be cleared to play. Vicario got one, so I don't expect it to be an issue. But, you know, if we go with that team, then we can get it done. I believe we can beat Man United because they're not great. I watched them against Wigan. They're not that great. What's his name? Highland. He don't know what a goal is. He don't know where the goal is. It's like he's playing football with his eyes closed. Rashford just runs in a straight line. Doesn't look, wants to shoot from all angles that he's probably better passing, but he would shoot. And Garnacho, he just runs all day, does some odd good things. But yeah, the only player I'd probably say probably might be an issue is Bruno Fernandes. That's it. That's the only player I'm really worried about, is him. If he gets in and he can unlock the door and Casemiro if he's playing, that's it. But other than that, I'm not really pressed. But, you know, obviously if you have full strength, then this would be easy for me, no-brainer, easy win. If we had Son, Madders, Romero, everyone fit, this is a no-brainer. This is an easy dub. But because we do not have them players at our disposal, kind of makes it a little bit more tricky. But I do expect us to get over the line. And I predict we win this game. We won 2-0 in the reverse fixture. They're at home. I probably will score because our defence... No, you know what? Nah, fuck that. I'm saying 2-0. I'm going to go 2-0 to Tottenham in this game. I'm going to go for it. They better go for it too. Don't embarrass me. I've made this bold prediction, so please don't embarrass me. Please, please, please make sure you go out and do a job. So to start at 11 again, Vicario in goal. Wing backs on the left, we got Udogie. Centre backs, we have Van der Ven, Jagerson. Right back, we're going with Pedro Porro. Centre midfield, we're going to have to go with Højbjerg and Bentancur. And number 10, Kulu. Right wing, we're going to go with Johnson. Left wing, Werner. No, not Werner, Richarlison. And up top, Werner. Obviously, those two can interchange. I don't want Brennan interchanging. I want him to stay on that right-hand side. I don't want him to come onto the left-hand side. He stays on that right-hand side, but Richarlison, Werner, they can interchange all day, but Brennan has to stay out on that right-hand side. I don't even want him coming to swap with Kulu. This is really, really has to. But other than that, he needs to stay on that side and just control that side and help Pedro defensively, which he's not really great at, but he needs to do his job defensively as well. But that's the preview for the game. Again, you know, I don't expect anything new to come out really. Hopefully there's no injuries, you know, but other than that, I think this is going to be pretty much the team. And the players that are out are the ones I named, obviously the ones on international duty, and Lo Celso, Ben Davies and Romero. I don't really expect any more injuries between now and Sunday. To be fair, kickoff's at 4:30 UK time, so you know, wherever you are, you can kind of gauge and figure it out. Tottenham usually posts on the Instagram anyway, the different parts of the world and the kickoff time, so make sure you go find out what time it is. You know, have a good weekend. Let's hope that we get the dub, get these 3 points, and keep ourselves in the title race and give us some kind of momentum going to this City game on the 27th, I believe it is, or something like that, in the FA Cup. And hopefully that will kind of boost them and kind of get them playing. And obviously Madders will be back by then, so that would definitely be a bonus having Maddison back for that game. But you know, I'll probably do a preview for that game anyway, but we're not there yet. Let's just get game by game, and we're starting off with the game against United on Sunday. Listen, have a good weekend, and to the next video, I'm up out of it. Peace.